everybody. Welcome to the Doug and Josh weekly podcast, or this week with Doug and Josh.
What's up, everybody?
Josh.
Hello, Douglas
You
Montgomery.
look a little bit older than the last time I saw you.
Same to you, my friend.
Wow.
We both are sharing.
Always looking a little bit older.
We're sharing birthdays in December.
Yeah.
Does that mean I don't really know the astrological signs, but I think that means I'm a Christmas baby?
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
Well, my mom, when I was in elementary school, was into astrology.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah,
What a
I
way
know.
to start the show.
I know, before she became a Christian.
People just tuned out right there.
And,
Like, oh, boy.
I know, exactly. Oh, no wonder Doug.
Oh, yeah.
No wonder Doug doesn't like Libras.
Classic Sagittarius. Good.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start the show over. Okay, your mom was into witchcraft. Keep going.
Yeah. And, I was a demon child. So my salvation story is a good one, which I am
Amen.
grateful for.
And amen.
And I claim that if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation.
There you go.
Behold, the old Sagittarius,
Doug is
Capricorn is gone. Behold, the new has come.
I always hesitate when they say one of the signs is Cancer. I feel like that should be renamed. I'm like, who wants to be that? Like,
That's true.
We need to update that.
That's true.
Me being
Hey,
the
so Josh, happy birthday. Happy New Year, everybody. 2024.
What a great time to
we
be alive.
actually think for us,
Yeah.
maybe personally, I don't know. Josh is on a diet, so maybe personally it's going to be a good year.
It's not a diet. It's more of it's a diet.
It's accountability.
It's I'd like to make it to 2025. So
Yeah,
let's
there
do
you go.
this.
We think it's going to be a great year, both personally. Really a great year for DYM.
Yes.
And for those of you that care about DYM, this is going to be a big year. We've got some fun, exciting things happening.
Great start already.
Yeah. So we just diesel a little bit and talk about
Life,
church,
ministry, church. Yeah.
and DYM and Doug and Josh.
That's us.
And we're recording this on Josh's birthday.
Wow.
Which I got him, a lot of times on birthdays you wake up a friend early.
Yeah.
And you surprise them.
No, you don't. You let them sleep in.
Well, I didn't surprise you, but I did get you up early.
It was early. It's the earliest I've been up in a long time.
Yeah. And aren't you glad now?
I am. I had a blast.
Yeah.
My friend Doug took me to play pickleball this morning.
Yep.
At the most beautiful pickleball place I've ever been in my life.
Yeah, one of the nicest. I've never been there. So
nice. Palm trees everywhere.
We drove a little bit.
Ocean air.
We played 2 hours of pickleball.
983 calories.
Yeah.
That's going to help my diet.
There you go.
Not diet.
There you go. And then we went out for, then we ate those calories with a breakfast
California
burrito.
It was delicious.
Yeah.
So enough about us.
Yeah. So anyway, happy birthday.
Thank you
and
very
happy
much.
New Year to all of you.
You're also having a birthday right around this time of year.
December 30th, 5 days after our Lord and Savior, Jesus.
And 2 days after this guy.
Yep.
And so you're going to be turning 44.
Yep.
It's very exciting. You look old for your age, but no, you look young. You look fit.
I did CrossFit yesterday, pickleball today. I got to make it to 62.
Yeah, you do.
Isn't that when, Isn't that when Medicare kicks in?
Oh, yeah, your
Or is it
retirement.
65?
You'll be
I don't know.
forced mandatory.
I have no idea.
I don't really
I haven't
either.
even looked into it.
But you will get a discount at Denny's, and that's what really matters.
I got a discount at Denny's at 55.
Really?
Yeah.
I
think
can't
so.
relate.
Yeah, we went there on Christmas Eve.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Well, a lot has been happening in our world, not only with Download Youth Ministry, which has been a blast, not only in our birthday/horoscope world, but also in a little something called the church.
The church world, Josh and I,
we did some work.
I told Josh, I said, so many times people wish they worked at a bigger church.
Oh.
And I think that is just such a misnomer. Don't fall for that.
Not at Christmas, especially.
10 services.
I was at all 10.
10 services.
9 as a pastor and 1 as a dad. It was great.
Wow.
It was great. It was a lot of services. My spot is right next to the big Christmas tree outside the
I'd like to say
auditorium.
I mentored you in that spot.
And I just talk to families, take their pictures. They're always like frantic, looking for someone to take a picture. I'm that guy.
Yep.
And I had this whole sequence of like photo, get the whole tree, pan around. It was amazing. By the end, we had the snow machine, so snow was falling on people. And I did this little video move, and people were just blown away by it. So I'd like to say it was a Christmas miracle.
That's good. I was taking a picture at somebody at church.
Yeah.
And I told them, I said, ooh, this is good. You're gonna think you should have paid me for this. And they walk away and then they yell back like, you were right.
I always tell them they could tip in the app. Could you just sign this for me? It's going to ask you a couple questions.
Tip in what?
Tip in the app. Like 15%.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's
right.
good, Josh.
Yeah, thank
that's
you.
good. That's
Thank
a good bit.
Yeah, people enjoyed it.
Yeah. So 10
10
services.
services done.
This
We're
is the week.
free.
This is the week in between. This is usually the week where the youth pastor gets the opportunity.
Yes.
Notice I didn't say has to preach. Gets
He or
the opportunity
she is called up to the big leagues.
Yeah, to preach on December 31st.
AKA no one's going to church. And so the youth pastor needs to fill in. And the senior pastor's probably tired.
Senior pastor's tired from all those services.
And they should be.
Yeah.
So does that mean you're teaching this week?
No.
Okay.
Here's the deal. I may have been the youth pastor, but I have seniority over some of the other people there that are a little younger communicators. I'm like,
good idea.
Oh, Thanksgiving weekend? No, give that to Steve.
Yeah, give that away.
Yeah,
you don't want to do that.
Oh, the week after? No, I'm unavailable.
How about 4th of July?
I don't really like 4th of July because here's the deal on that. It always feels like it falls on a Thursday, and you have to. I don't want to prep over that time.
Oh, that's interesting. Plus, it's a tough week of summer. A lot of vacations, a lot of people gone, a lot of people traveling.
No, I preach in the summer. I get the summer weeks.
Memorial
that's when
Day.
our pastor goes away.
Yeah, that's that. I get it. That's good. Well, it's a great way.
I have
called up.
I have a few times to be called up during the year, and I like them and I take them.
It's a great way for you to have some upward influence. It's a great way for you to be in front of the congregation. It's a great way for you to honor and praise your senior leader as well.
Absolutely.
Because he or she's been working hard in the pulpit every week, and you get the privilege of serving in the youth ministry. This is a chance to celebrate them, talk positively in front of their back, behind their
because here's the deal. They're hitting, either home runs or solid doubles every single week, and you just have to come in and you get to be a pitch hitter.
And people will praise you. They will love you.
And you
different
just have
voice.
to, you just have to be careful about that. My go-to line is, "Oh, thank you so much," but Eric does that kind of every single week. I could never do it. And the truth is I couldn't do it, and I don't want to do it. And he's amazing at it.
But it's good. I would say because you could internalize that and go, yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. I should be teaching a little more around here. And it could find a foothold in your heart somewhere. I think it's a good idea to reflect it back on that weight that you don't have to carry.
Thankfully. There is a principle I've learned in 40 years of ministry, and there is a lot of people who are not in the primary seat, and they grandize what that seat would be and how good they would be in it. And in 4 decades of youth ministry, I've seen a lot of people say, "Oh, if I was a senior pastor," and then they leave and they go start a church and they face reality.
Heavy as the head that wears the
if
crown.
I had your job and then they have my job and then they're like, "Oh, I didn't know you did all that," or whatever. It always looks easier and better from a different position.
From here to even to take shots or think that you would do things. I would lead a team so differently, or I would give people more. No. Yeah. It's harder than it looks.
Yeah. So,
heavier.
And isn't it being just content in the position that you're in and allowing God to use you where you're at? And I think that's a good thing, and especially for those of us that don't have the number one chair. And we're going to actually talk about that, Josh. I saw the agenda for this year when you and I are doing the co-leader trainings.
Let's go.
One of them is how do you lead when you don't have the primary
Every month, Doug and I hang out with youth workers that are co-leader curriculum subscribers from Download Youth Ministry, and I'm excited for that topic. That'll be great. Yeah. Well, this year, you are not teaching on New Year's Eve day, whatever, and neither am I, because we are not having services.
Yeah, pretty rare.
No, it's not pretty rare. It's once a year.
Yeah.
It's that, yeah.
So you recorded a little show, should I say?
Yeah, service show. Yeah, we call it the JHM, Junior High Ministry, New Year Spectacular. And it's not really that spectacular, but it's fun. So our whole church goes online for the New Year's weekend, which is great. Everyone needs a break. Our church kind of shuts down even for a little while. There's no office hours. It's really a great gift from our church. So thankful for it. And they provide an online service. So someone will be speaking. There will be some music, and it's on YouTube or whatever. And so we did a junior high service as well. So fun games, a little more over the top. We did a really fun illustration. The message is on fruit of the Spirit, self-control. And we used a Diet Coke and Mentos bit in it that was so fun to film. And so me and a volunteer, Skylar is his name, we got to film a great illustration of the message. And yeah, there's pies in people's faces and a great song, and it's nice.
Wow.
So yeah, so we are having a service, but it's online only. And so while mom and dad are watching the services in one room, teenagers could be on their phone or whatever and on their Xbox watching it in another.
Yeah, I don't think our church just recently went to the online services because I would say, was it last year, the first year they went online?
Yeah, I don't know. What would it have been before? Just in person?
Yeah, it was like
regular.
It was like, yeah.
Do you think that's
the B team?
COVID. Do you think that's a COVID leftover or a COVID like innovation? Maybe you could even say.
Yeah, I don't remember when we started it, but I think, I mean, I almost think like on New Year's Eve, Steve Bang Lee was preaching that weekend, like just a couple years ago.
Yeah, like the college guy or something. Yeah, I think it's a really generous gift. I also think it's a risk to not have services on that part of the year.
Yeah.
Because you're not taking offerings and tithes and the end of year giving. I think people are looking to, end the year strong or begin the year strong. So I think it's kind of a bold thing to say, no, we value this other thing so much that we're not going to gather together in the same way.
Yeah.
So,
and it's not for every church. I don't think,
exactly.
Every church needs to find their rhythm and follow their leadership. And
really glad it's for us. It's nice.
I think only people are really glad are staff people.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, when the only people that like big crowds are speakers.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody else typically doesn't like big crowds.
But we had to do work ahead. So it's not like we got to just be off. We worked hard the week before Christmas to get this done and edited. And it turned out really nice.
Yeah. So, you know who is working this week?
Tell me.
DYM team.
Yeah. Merry Christmas. See you in the office at 9 a.m.
Yeah. Well, it's partly because we have so much that launches on the first of the year.
Yeah, the membership stuff, videos, games, downloads, student leadership. There's so much stuff that lands on the first of the month.
Yeah.
It makes sense we're working.
Yeah.
Co-leader, all of our curriculum, all of our drops land on the first of the month. So there's always a new event, an activity. There's a 3 or 4 week or last week, a 6-week series that dropped. Yeah. So we have deadlines. You got to work.
Yeah.
And podcasts that need to be produced. And
there you go. Yeah. So thank you for coming in on your birthday after you play pickleball.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Well, the good news is I'm going to Outback after this for a bloomin' onion with friends. So
ask me what I'm doing.
I hope you're working.
Editing co-leader.
Well, classic Capricorn. Are you? I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know if it's on the months or how that works.
I don't.
I try to stay away from, ever since I read about Saul and the Witch of Endor, I always get a little, it freaked me out as a kid.
You know what? As you are spirit-filled. That's why you could speak
Spirit-filled homeschool kid.
That's why you could speak on self-control.
Hey, I was not the speaker. I was the illustrator.
Oh,
have you seen the Diet Coke and Mentos thing, but you put oil on top of the Diet Coke. So you drop in the Mentos and all of this stuff is bubbling up and ready to, and it doesn't overflow. It doesn't go. It's an illustration of self-control and God's Spirit helping you in situations where you're bubbling up inside. It was really good. I thought it was clever.
That's good.
Yeah. So one of our volunteers found it and was like, we need to do this.
Oil doesn't make it.
It contains the reaction and like self-control.
How much oil do you put in there?
We put in all the Mentos from this like mini bags. We dumped them all in and it was like churning and it was cool. It was like a cauldron, as it were. And it contained it. It was really neat.
Wow.
Yeah. I would say probably an inch of oil on top of it, on top of the Diet Coke.
Yeah.
It's shocking. Yeah. Are you not impressed by my object lesson?
No, it's great. It's great. Just shocking. It's great
because we just did the reaction a moment before and said you've all seen the Diet Coke and Mentos, and I'm in the youth room and it just sprays up into and sticky Diet Coke everywhere.
Yeah,
and then we do the same thing but with the oil. It doesn't. I mean, it is shocking. Douglas Montgomery.
No, it's a good illustration. Shocking
for a junior higher.
I feel like shocking is like turning water into wine.
All right.
Taking 2 fish and a few loaves and feeding thousands like that. It's like
turning
shocking, but
healing a blind man. Impressive. Good job.
Yeah. But compared to a little oil and Mentos.
Okay. I felt like it was a new spin. Back me up in the comments, people. Where are you at? I got to look at all of our cameras. Back me up. Shocking.
No, it's
somewhere on Instagram. It's going to say this is
really
a shockingly good episode.
It's really good. You know what? Now that you're a year older, I just need to come at you at a different level.
You know what? I do junior high ministry. This is a good bit.
Yeah.
It's a good
No,
illustration.
it is a really good
Oh,
illustration.
don't walk it back now, my friend.
There's a difference between a really good illustration and shocking.
I'm going to send you the link. You can look at it. I stand by.
You stand by shocking. Okay.
Shocking.
Okay, well, let's remember to talk about that the next, and I will watch it. Maybe we'll even show it. Travis, can we show it?
No.
And we can even have people vote, because now
You know
we
what?
can vote with.
I just edited. I
sidekick.
edited it out now. We're not even going to do the illustration anymore. It's now just the New Year special. It's not the New Year spectacular anymore.
Yeah. No.
Is it spectacular?
I mean, nobody's surprised that Josh Griffin speaks in hyperbole. Okay, so
Nobody. There's some.
there it is. All right.
All right. Fine. Enough.
Look, it's the week in between.
Praise the Lord.
This is kind of a dead week in church world.
I like to call it a week of rest. It's the year of Jubilee is what it is.
Yeah. And it's important. It's important to rest. And
Yeah.
you and your youth ministry team are jumping right into it. And
Yeah.
you guys are going on a retreat.
So literally the day we get back, we're going right into a retreat that is kind of a working retreat. So a retreat, I always think of it as like rest, and the pace is much less. But because we're coming off of week of rest, it's kind of like a jump in and let's go. So I'm excited for that. Well,
And do you leave Tuesday the 2nd?
Yeah.
What time?
I moved it after the DYM.
That away.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
to see where your priorities
Absolutely.
are.
Download
Every
Youth
once in a
Ministry
while. That's
for life.
shocking.
You know what's shocking to me is when someone would spit in the ground and make mud pies and it would heal someone's eyes. That's shocking.
There you go.
I'm
There
with
you
you
go.
now.
Yeah.
All right. Wait, shocking that I would love to be with you and the DYM team and serve thousands of youth workers. It's my favorite thing.
I know. No, it's great. It's great. I love it. I love it
Shouldn't
because
be
it's a big month
Yeah.
for
and-
DYM.
Yeah, if you haven't, it's kind of switching gears into DYM stuff. It has been a really fun season. We have built some tools that we would have killed to have when we started in youth ministry eons and ages ago. And we've created a co-leader curriculum with an amazing platform that now ties into Sidekick to present your curriculum in one click. And it involves phones, which have previously been the nemesis of youth pastors. Now we're fully embracing them. Download Youth Ministry is stronger, faster, better than it's ever been, with the greatest resources in youth ministry. It's as cheap as it's ever been. Yeah, it's fun.
With more options. I mean, we spent 2023 investing
Building.
in, actually 22
Yeah.
and 23 investing in technology, and the co-leader platform is the best of the best in terms of the organization of how to create a program, how to store all your content. But now with the integration of Sidekick, you can now present with one click. We're really excited about it. The old Sidekick it still works. We call it Legacy Sidekick. It won't work for very much longer.
It will be sunset at some point soon.
It just is built on a platform that is not sustainable. It's had a very good run, but we've built something stronger and better that is web-based, where you can now control your entire presentation with your phone up front, which is I'm most excited about it. You can vote, live voting with kids and phones.
When you build it in your home during Monday Night Football, and then it syncs with the youth room computer, amazing cloud magic happening.
Yeah, I love what it says, like PowerPoint on our advertising. PowerPoint was built
for the boardroom.
For the boardroom. Pro Presenter was built for like the large worship center, and Sidekick was built for the youth room.
And it's really been fun to see now so many people just using the earliest version of Sidekick. We've already dropped major enhancements to it. By the time you hear this, another big release will have dropped where you can upload videos.
And this sounds like marketing, and it's not marketing. It's just excitement that people who have ideas. So if you're using Sidekick and you have an idea, like, I wish they would be able to, like, somebody came up with the idea of, like, I wish I could use this to get my notes to my students.
Oh, it's such a good idea.
And then they put their idea on a website that we have attached to called Canny.
Yeah. So if you click the what's new on sidekick.tv, it will show you with the latest update, tell you what's new. And there's a request a feature, vote for a feature.
Yeah, I love that.
And some of the ideas are incredible. And we're literally, if we've taken some of those ideas and said, we're developing this.
Yeah. And they weren't even on our development
No.
list, but it was such a great idea that we got from the youth ministry community that we were like, okay, let's do that. We'll move that idea up to the top.
Exactly.
So you get to vote on on how to use it and different enhancements to it. Yep. Very excited about it.
Very excited. It really has been a year of building. And the great part about 2024 is we're going to continue to build and we're going to continue to pour gas on this fire. But if you haven't, if you're like, I need a curriculum, I need something that's got some serious depth, I need turnkey, I don't have a lot of time, or I want flexibility, like I want to switch out that series. That series is not going to land for my kids. Well, now in one click, you can magic swap out and bring in a different series, and everything is included. So your games, your countdown, the order, the flow, the scripts, everything is done. Even small group activities, not just questions, but like activities and exercises and amazing object lessons that you might find shocking.
That's true.
That's the power of co-leader. It's 100% done for you. Like we've always said, if we had this when we started youth ministry, and now Sidekick just takes to the next level with being able to present.
Well, and as we were building, and I kept saying to the guys who were building, who aren't youth workers, they're tech people. And I kept saying, youth workers are going to love this. You guys trust me. Youth workers are going to love this. And it is just taken, co-leaders taking curriculum, development and curriculum presentation to the next level. And Sidekick now, I'm using Sidekick in my teaching because I like to be in control.
Totally.
And I don't have to delegate to the tech booth. So I can now run it off my phone. I can run it off my iPad. I can run it off my computer. It's so great.
I like to have a sixth grader in the back of the room who's running my presentation. And it's so easy that they can.
Yep.
It's so simple and
really
so
fun.
Powerful. Yeah, it's just going to be a great year getting to finally use the tools that we've invested so much in.
Yeah, and we just launched this month. We just launched a new membership called Platinum.
Oh, yeah.
And Platinum is basically the kitchen sink. It's everything we do. It's a whole year of curriculum co-leader. It's the Gold Plus membership. It's access to over 100 videos for the Youth Ministry University.
Yep.
National Day of Volunteer Training on there. 50% off everything in the store.
You even get a ticket to come to a DYM event.
Yep.
So we will be announcing very soon events maybe near you, but for sure out here at our church.
Yeah, we always do them in Southern California a couple times a year, but we're going to take a few on the road this year.
Platinum includes a ticket.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. It's
literally the kitchen sink. We thought about calling it the whole enchilada. But, well.
Yeah, but then the 70s called, and they wanted that slogan back.
The kitchen sink, Platinum, that we went with. I thought titanium because of the iPhone maybe would have been, but whatever. Platinum it is.
Yeah. Is titanium better than platinum?
I don't think so, but the iPhone would say yes.
Oh.
Is platinum? Whatever.
I don't know. I would be shocked. Hey, happy birthday, Josh.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Happy New Year, everybody. We are excited to partner with you and come alongside and make your life easier, better.
Exactly.
So you can do what only you can do, which is disciple your students.
You got it.
Come alongside your parents and train and equip and empower your volunteers. We'll handle all the other stuff for you. You do what you do best. And
got it.
It's fun to be part of your team.
If you're up this week, crush it and deflect a lot of that praise to your senior leader. And if you're not, like us, take a deep breath and let's go have a great year together.
That's right. Okay.
It'll be fun.
Pickleball on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Outback. Blooming Onion right now. Bye.